Testing, testing. Hey guys, Cassandra here, aka the Prosperous Heart, owner of www.prosperousheart.com, which is my blog, and I'm so excited today because I'm sharing with you the 7 common Facebook marketing tips that most business owners and entrepreneurs are blatantly not aware of. So I want to share these with you so that you can minimize your ad spend and maximize your ROI for whatever business it is that you are currently growing online. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the 7 common Facebook marketing mistakes that you'll run into. All right. Most companies get this wrong with Facebook paid ads, and it's going to cost them a lot of money and wasted time. So as a reminder, I'm probably going to mention some courses in here, and if you are interested in learning which ones they are, please leave a comment down below saying, let me know about the course that does whatever it is you're looking for, or subscribe to this post and you will find out when I put this on my blog post so that you can get those links there. And from those, I may or may not earn a commission from, so I do want you guys to be aware of that. And let's go ahead and get started with the actual training. So all that legality stuff out of the way. All right, so the first thing that is of the 7 common mistakes that most people make with Facebook marketing is they target the wrong audience. Now, some people know a little bit about targeting, and so they might be able to do it like for, their local area and, maybe people that are like their page. That is partially targeted, but it's still a little too widespread, right? So what's wrong with targeting the wrong audience? If you're marketing to a general audience, you're basically marketing to no one. If you create an ad for a particular set of people, let's say a housewife with children who, has a house and, likes Amy Porterfield or something, if you are specific in who you're targeting, your ads will be more likely to resonate with that person and get them to be influenced to either buy your product or service or, engage with your posts, things like that. So something else that people are doing is they are creating posts. Some of them are really great posts and have a lot of great organic reach and interactions, but then they will boost that post without targeting. Now, if you just click that boost post button, it doesn't really allow you to be able to target a whole bunch as it would as if you were to create an ad from scratch and then use that post as part of that ad. So just a couple of pointers here for you guys if you are currently following that marketing tactic. And that should be not, but nobody's perfect. So not knowing who your target market is, this is a huge mistake for most entrepreneurs. Whether you are a home-based business, MLM, multi-level marketing, network marketing, direct sales, or a mom and pop shop in a local store, whatever the case may be, if you don't know who your target market is, who you want to market to, you are going to be wasting your time and wasting your money. And quite frankly, this could be extremely detrimental for you, because if you're targeting just the general populace, what if you only spent $5 but reached 100 targeted people, or not even 5 people, or $5, like maybe just 20 cents, because it's possible, right? So 20 cents for 100 potential new clients, pretty sweet. Just saying. So how to fix this? Write out your ideal customer. Write down their age, their gender, their likes, their dislikes. Do they have kids? What's their income, marital status? Just who is it that you're going to be picturing when you're creating these ads, either for yourself, for your business, or if you're a social media marketing person like myself, for your clientele, right? You have to have the image of your avatar before you even try and start marketing, because if you don't know who you're marketing to everybody and therefore no one. So again, be specific to whom you are looking to market to target. Your ad will be more likely to resonate with somebody if you have them in mind, to reach that housewife with 2 kids that, they have a 3-bedroom house or whatever, you will be able to speak to that person and they'll be like, oh my gosh, this is totally talking to me. Okay. It's a thing, guys. So you also need to actively engage in your own social media education. If you for some reason don't have the money to invest in someone taking care of this, you have to devote the time to not only do it yourself, but also learn the best ways to market, because there are ways that will get your account shut down that you might think were innocent, but because you didn't know the guidelines of Facebook advertising, you messed up one too many times and got your whole account just removed that you can no longer use. This is a horrible thing to happen. You can still kind of get around it, but you lose all the data and all that stuff. So it's just not pretty, guys. You have to invest in yourself, or you have to invest in someone else to do it for you. Which gets me to my next part. If you are going to do this by yourself, you don't have the money to invest in having somebody take care of it for you, invest in a coach. Find someone who has what you want and do what they do. Either do something for this coach, or pay them, because their services are well worth your money. Pay them to teach you how to move from A to B. Find out where your weak spots are. They'll tell you, those are the people that are going to be the ones that are going to kick you in the butt when you don't really feel like doing it, right? Invest in a coach. Just like in your health, if you have a personal trainer, you need a coach to help you with your business, especially if it's something that you are not, actively working on for whatever reason, right? If you, let's say you're a butcher, knowing social media is not, yes, it's going to grow your business, but it's not the core of what your customers see, right? It's not what's going to make you, what actually pays your bills. Marketing will bring more customers in, but it's technically an expense. It's an investment in the progression and growth of your company. So get a coach. And if you don't want a coach, if you want someone to just take care of it for you, hire a social media specialist. Find someone who's been doing it for a while or has been able to teach you things like this, that, they've proven that they know what they're talking about, and then work with them. There are so many people out there that just don't know where to go. Just start looking around. Use Facebook Audience Insights. I've done a training on this before as well. Please be sure to search on that one, because when you use Audience Insights, you can then also find out who might be a good social media specialist, because as you look at the pages, Facebook is really smart and able to determine a whole lot of information and would bring up stuff like that for you. So let's go on to number 2. Poor image choice. All right. So what's wrong with this? This is not what's wrong. This is a piece of information that I recently learned. So Facebook posts with images receive 2.3 times more engagement than just plain text. So if you're out there and you're either using free or paid advertising to market your business, your opportunity, whatever the case may be, if you just do words, this is usually not going to get the most engagement. If you have an image that's, captivating, and the image stands alone, and the copy, which is the wording in your description, stands alone, these are all going to help entice people to engage with your post, which is what you want, because it increases your Facebook edge rank. So what's wrong with a poor image choice? If you have too much text, this can be very detrimental for you. Not as much as it used to be, because Facebook ads in the not too distant past, the way that they had it set up was if you had more than 20% text, your ads would get declined. Now they have it where it's not that big of a deal, but less people would be likely to see your post, because Facebook goes, we don't like that. We don't want that. So if you have too much text in your image, this can cause less people to see your stuff. It can throw off your numbers, quite frankly. So be sure to use the text overlay tool, which if it's not in the description, please be sure to leave a comment below and I'll be sure to put it up there for you. So if your image doesn't resonate with your message, let's say that you are a hair bow company, right? You sell hair bows to people who like to have bows in their hair. If you are a hair bow company and your copy's talking about these cute pink bows that, have white polka dots, like mine or something, but your image is of black with yellow stripes, that's not really congruent with your message. I mean, it kind of is. It talks about bows and stuff, and there's a pretty image of a girl with black and yellow bows in her hair, but your copy, your description, is saying one thing and your picture's saying another. Or, maybe you are a chef and you've got copy about your stuff, but your image has nothing about food and doesn't really make people think of being hungry, or, whatever it is that your message is trying to go across. Your image must resonate with your message, period. If your image doesn't resonate with your audience, this is part of knowing who your audience is, knowing who your avatar is, right? You have to know that before you start marketing, because your image might not resonate with those people. So how to fix this? Take your own photos. There are plenty of places online that are free images, but you also, depending on where you get them from, might run the risk of potential issues later on down the line where someone finds out that you've used their images improperly and they sue you. This is not good. So what you want to do is you want to find places like Pixlr. I can't remember off the top of my head. Just a few of them. Canva and Stencil are two of them. I use them both in most of my images. And so find places that will provide those free images for you. The ones that that are basically open license, I think. Or you can buy them from Canva for like $1, but I think it's like per download or for a day. So unless you I don't know. I don't know. So just be sure that you know where the photos come from. Take them yourselves if you want to be 100% certain that no one's going to be like, oh, that's my photo. I want, X amount of money for this because you've used it in your marketing. Take your own photos, be safe, or purchase them through a reputable company. Okay, you can also have someone else create the images for you. There's plenty of places to do this. If you know a local photographer, you could trade services or buy them from them, because again, their services are usually worth the money. But again, you have to do your own research. Know who your photographers are. You can go to Fiverr, which is like at the bare minimum, you can pay $5 for someone to give you like 50 images or something. Now, again, that could also potentially be bad because you don't know where the images are coming from. But again, that's your call. Make sure your photos do not hit that 20% text. Please use that Facebook overlay tool. Again, I'll be sure to put it in the description wherever you are seeing this video. And oh my gosh, be sure that your pictures do not break Facebook guidelines. There are things that you cannot market with. And I'm not going to go into that because that could be a really long video. So we're just going to keep going. Just read the guidelines. Make sure you're doing the right thing. And then trial and error, split testing. You've got to split test your copy. You've got to split test your images. You've got to split test different links and different offers. And that's what marketing is. Marketing, just like, being a doctor, it's a practice. You have to learn. You have to tweak things. You have to test what works, what doesn't, what really, gave you a lot of leads, or, what cost you a lot but didn't get you results. It's all about split testing, figuring out what works for your target audience. Number 3, a weak headline. So people have incredibly short attention spans. If you're still watching this, thank you so much. I am so appreciative that you're still here. Science has found that the human attention span is more likely to that of a goldfish, and I heard it was shorter than one, which is awful. That means that we are so less focused on what's most important in this day and age than we were, 10, 20 years ago or longer, right? So people have incredibly short attention spans. And so you got to make sure that your headline, that there's not too much text, because if it's a really, really long headline, for one, Facebook limits it. But for two, it needs to be catchy. If it's long and boring, people they're just going to go fly by. Again, if it's boring, people don't care. If it's boring, it doesn't catch their eye. So what? What's about this headline that's going to be catching for them? What's in it for me? No story, nothing enticing, those types of things. So how can you fix it? How can you provide something that's going to be captivating enough, or if the image isn't enough to keep them there? What's the headline going to say? Is it going to be danger, best hidden secret for marketers inside? Oh, maybe they didn't like maybe the image didn't resonate with them, but oh my gosh, if you're a marketer, if you're a business person, secret, huh? What's that? So again, make it captivating. And in some instances, you can succinctly state how your product or service would benefit your customer. So let's say that you are a home business owner and you have an all-in-one tool like I do that allows you, has pre-created lead capture pages with, lead magnets already done for you. So you just share the link, and lo and behold, if you do it in the correct way, you start to get leads, right? So you could create a headline that is enticing and short that would capture someone's attention that was in that type of audience. Okay. So another way to do this is invest in a copywriting mastery course. I did this with Brian Finale, and I've listened to the whole thing in my car. I have yet to go through it and sit down and actually write notes, but oh my gosh, I've already learned so much. Some confirmation of some things that Tony Robbins has taught, and it's amazing what you can do with the correct copyright for your ads. So just saying that. And again, if you want that information, it will be on my blog for sure, or you can leave a message down below and I'll be sure you get it or get access to how to get to it. All right. So number 4, no call to action, no CTA. What's wrong with that? If you don't have a CTA at all, if it's not clear enough, if you have too many, it can be confusing. So how do you fix this? Determine what the purpose of your post is. Are you trying to get leads? Are you trying to sell something? Are you trying to simply share some knowledge about information just because it, improved your life? What's the purpose of your post? And craft a CTA to that. If it's just something to share with people, you could have somebody and be like, hey, would love to talk more, subscribe to my mailing list, things like that. Again, just figure that out, and you can craft your CTA to the purpose of your post. So ensure that your ad, whether it's whatever type of ad it is, because there's so many, that would be too much to talk about right now. Ensure that it clearly states the action that you want that person to take right now. Do you want them to read a post? Do you want them to watch the video? Do you want them to click on the link and, subscribe to your mailing list? Whatever the case may be sure that it clearly states what you want them to do. That's why it's not good to have a whole bunch of CTAs at once. As it says here, there always needs to be a reason for that person viewing your ad to take action immediately. Are they going to lose out? Is it a time issue? Is it, you're not sure when the freebie is going to come down? What is the reason for them to take action right now? Okay. Are they going to miss out? Are they going to lose, time or something? So not replying to comments. So the feedback you receive in comments could provide excellent and qualitative insights. And this is so important because I stepped away for a few days from my own business to take care of some personal things. And I came back and I had over 100 notifications in my business manager about things that had happened on my page, which that was awesome, but I just wasn't expecting that. So I then had to go back and respond to them, which having that happen a few days later, guys, it's for the most part, it's fine if it's not a comment that would, because most of them were just, great post or love your video or whatever the case may be. But if it was somebody asking a question, 3 days going by is like a lifetime in this day and age. 1 day is acceptable. 2 days, that's kind of like more long email response, but 3 days or more, which thankfully I hadn't hit the 3-day mark. 3 days or more, people forget about it or they get upset depending on what the issue was or the question was, or if if they were trying to buy something right then, right? So, you can at the very minimum, if you're not paying somebody to take care of that, definitely check your messages at least once daily. So what's wrong with not replying to comments? You're not engaging your audience. You're not you're not enticing them to want to come back, right? There's no reason. Like, for example, there are a few, I guess, rock stars, as you would call them in my space in online marketing and entrepreneurialism, that they have, liked my posts when I've tagged them in it, like if I was saying that they were giving a training or something, or they've actually commented on my posts. And I can't tell you how awesome it is when that happens. I know that most likely it's probably not them, but you don't know that. And if Gary Vaynerchuk, which I'm pretty sure he said that he responds to everything. So I'm just going to assume that he did. He came on and thanked me one time, and it's awesome. It excites your viewers. It excites the people who are interested in learning more about you when you thank them for what they've done, when you engage with them, and all that good stuff. So again, when you don't thank them for engaging with your posts, this is something that will not increase your edge rank. It's just sitting there. You're not giving them something to be excited about, right? Thanks for commenting. Most people don't do that. Most people do not thank people for engaging with them. And again, when you don't engage with your audience, you are lowering your edge rank score. So edge rank is the thing that Facebook uses. It's an algorithm that says whether your posts are going to show up in people's timelines and feeds and things like that. Okay. So engaging with your customers and people who comment and like your posts will help improve your edge rank. Bottom line. So how to fix? Utilize your back office to find out who is interacting with what posts, because like I said, in when I go into my business manager, which I'm not going to show you guys today because I've done several of them already. When you go into your back office, you can see who's commented on what posts. You can see who's liked the post. You can respond. It's an incredible tool, guys, and it's free. So utilize that to find out who is talking with you. Thank them for interacting. Be sure to tag them if you can. Sometimes it doesn't work, and that's okay, but just be sure to make that comment anyway, because again, it improves that edge rank. If someone leaves a comment or leaves some criticism, don't get upset. Address it. Make sure that the customer is as happy as possible and what you can do to fix it. If you respond to people and answer their questions or help resolve issues, and people can see that trail there, it improves their trust and faith in what you'll do, and that your word is golden. And again, it alleviates fears and builds trust. Again, you can also take these comments depending on the comments that come in and the type of content that were the questions. You can create an FAQ from this as well. Number 6, poorly crafted landing page. This can be so bad for you. First of all, Facebook does check. If you have people clicking off of Facebook, they know and they look and they say, do they follow our guidelines? Do they have this on here? Are they talking about Facebook and does it look right? And all that stuff. So make sure that you're following Facebook guidelines when you have a landing page that people click on from your ads. If your landing page is not the page you promised people, this is super bad, and Facebook will shut down at least that ad, if not also perhaps send you a warning about it, because again, this is not a good user experience, which Facebook wants to have happen. Discongruent images. So let's say that the ad on Facebook is an image of a girl with pink hair bows and white polka dots, right? If the landing page has dogs, well, discongruent images, okay? And same with copy. If the wording that you got someone to click on your link for is different than the wording on the landing page, you have discongruency, if that's a word. So how to fix it? You should have a landing page that is specifically designed for the Facebook ad campaign that you're running, okay? You want the end user experience to be as smooth as possible. Again, the Facebook platform is a social platform. They want the end user experience to be seamless, and they want people to coming back and interacting and staying on Facebook, right? So if you're having them go off of Facebook, they want to make sure that it's seamless, okay? Again, it should feel continuous, logical. And then number 7, this one is huge, guys. I am going through a certification and training with Ty Lopez, and I learned something from him that I've heard from several other people as well about pixel ad, the Facebook ad pixel. I was so shocked when I found out how many people, first of all, don't even know what this is, and second, don't utilize it. This allows you to do so much more than you ever thought possible. In fact, when you know how to market online with Facebook paid ads, you can ethically steal your competitors' customers. Like, I know that sounds horrible, but it's true. When you know how to market online with Facebook ads, you can target the customers of your competitors so that your store or your products or your service shows up in their timelines and on their phones and on the apps on their phones, right? So it's so important that you understand Facebook retargeting. And there's another training that I've gone through, really incredible. Again, I'll be sure to put that on my blog. So what's wrong with neglecting conversion tracking? You are not utilizing retargeting. Like I just said, you could ethically steal customers, but again, you're not stealing them. You're just putting yourself out there so that they see you, they know who you are, they learn about you, they go check you out and they go, oh, I like this place, right? So that's what's wrong. You're not utilizing retargeting. And retargeting is people who go to your page or like your Facebook page, or they go to your website. These people, that little pixel retargets them. They said, oh, they've been here, so I'm putting them inside, let's say, a custom audience, and I'm going to do this data and market to them. And, based on all that, pinpointing in your Facebook marketing, it shows that information to them. So again, you're not retargeting people if you don't do conversion tracking. You are simply leaving money on the table. So how to fix this? Track your results with accuracy. Learn how to use the Facebook pixel and start creating audiences for this. Install your Facebook tracking pixel or have somebody do it for you on your websites. And usually there's only one is necessary for most businesses. If you have more than one, you could actually potentially be causing some really bad data to occur for you, which could throw off your numbers really badly. So unless you are a social media agency, you really only need one. All right. So when you install this and you start running ads, use this information collected to better target your audience. So again, the housewife example, if you know that, I've already stated it, I'm not going to say it again. You will be able to better target them and pinpoint who it is you're trying to get to buy something or come in the store or whatever the case may be, right? Perfect example, grocery stores, when they say, bring in your jersey and get $5 off or whatever, that would be a marketing tip. They would, pinpoint the local sports teams, right? So create custom audiences for your ad campaigns, like I said earlier. So if you've got an ad campaign that is, trying to bring in more people for game day to, buy more meat or to get flowers or whatever the case may be, you would create a custom audience for those ad campaigns based off of that data that we've gone through several times already now. So again, these were the 7 common mistakes that most online marketers make. I just wanted to share this with you guys today. There we go. Sorry, this is live. I just want to thank you for being here today. If you got value from this, please like this post, share it if you think someone should hear it today, and leave a comment down below if you'd like to continue this conversation. Again, my name is Cassandra, aka The Prosperous Heart, owner of www.prosperousheart.com. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.